Hey, hey, hey. Hi, hi, hi. uh, I guess apparently, let me make this clear. I want to make it very, very clear. Mhm. Lord knows, and Lord knows, I ain't want to deliver this message for these kind of folks, because these is the type of folks that them don't deserve to really be helped in this situation. And if you have to ask me honestly and personally, and it's for me personally, I wouldn't help you folk. But however, it's not for me to decide. This is the most highest call on this situation. Now, granted, I'm the first person to tell anybody with the quickness. The worst thing you can do is get on my bad side. Don't cross me. However, even when somebody crosses me, the most high asks me to do something, to say something, to deliver a message, I'm going to do what I'm told. Now, the biggest thing of it is, in any type of situation, I help a stranger before I even help anybody else. And for somebody, pick a side, and you better fucking decide. Because in this situation, your life, your life, your whole family's life is on the line. But however, the devil come here to kill, steal, and destroy, and lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. But however, somebody, and I feel like the way that this message have to come through, I know I ain't got no business helping these people. Because I know for a fucking fact these are the type of fucking people that will betray you on any given Sunday. Crazy, then they make a movie about that on any given Sunday, ain't it? However, I'm hearing the name Jaime. Okay? Jaime, Josue, Joseph, whatever the fuck the name is, okay? That motherfucker, you grimy, bruh. And somebody's going to recall for a situation where, like father, like son, right? However, because I ain't in the business saying, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't Jesus. I ain't the Most High or whatever. But somebody you need to know. As a matter of fact, because I really don't even want to give this message to whoever the fuck this is. Go find that lady on YouTube. What's her damn channel? I want to say it's like, fuck, I was just watching her. Divine Butterfly 91. The karmic masculine gets shut down. For somebody, this is some old school situation that happened in the fucking 90s. I'm not talking about you little young head motherfuckers. I was born, okay, they ain't got shit to do with you, but for somebody, maybe if you listen to this shit, your family situation will make complete fucking sense. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I know somebody is a motherfucking fed, or at least a child of a fed, and just nobody really knew that. Somebody's name is Neil or some shit like that. That's why somebody end up having to deal with some type of situation. Because I'm hearing, do it for La Raza. All right, you're going to do it for the La Raza. Somebody going to really be shown as given a powerful position for somebody that did not need no motherfucking power. You a racist, bruh. I really want to say some motherfucking words, but it's just like, this is a person that been cocky for a cool little bit. But it's like, as I had made that message, I want to say it was like 2 days ago, this will be a motherfucker that'll sell they friend, they sister, they family, just to sit there and, well, I worked hard to get in this position. That's why when you in the street biz, that's why you don't ever fuck with a motherfucker that's gonna turn fed on your ass. And I mean literally or figuratively. And somebody been using the fact that they went fed just to prove a point. Like when I say that this is like somebody, I don't know, I'm gonna use the example for the last person I dated. This motherfucker, he like dark skin. Period, point blank, ain't no question about it. The family show it, whatever the case may be. But also, this is a father figure. But also, their sisters or something like that, sister or somebody, they date that shit. They wanted to give this person every reason why you shouldn't ever trust those black people. You should have never trust blacks. Somebody thought that the shit that they've been doing over the last 20 years and recently over the last 4 years looking to attempt to prove a point. This person also has they colorist as well. So like you could be they could be Puerto Rican, they could be Dominican, and but they're dark skinned. This is a motherfucker that will make it their business to go ahead to make people feel some type of way, and this is a behavior that they've been teaching like kids and shit like that. I said pigs, so shit, you know what the fuck it mean when I say a pig. Give me 1 second. So back to it. So this motherfucker, you know, he been teaching pigs of whatever nationality this person is. He been using this tactic for a long ass time, and I feel like the child or whatever, his son or whatever, just computer geek, might like video games, do stupid shit, but however, this motherfucker took advantage of the fact like, oh, my son gay, so you know, certain people don't have no ways to touch into that situation, but unbeknownst to the fucking child, if the son wasn't paying attention, they daddy just as gay, but this motherfucker covered themselves up like, I go to church, so this person could be either Protestant, Seventh-day Adventist, a Jehovah Witness. One of those three. Now, if I don't know nothing about a particular fucking man, they always have a particular thing. No thing is, you want to hear a dad joke or you want to hear something funny, but it's going to burn somebody's motherfucking asshole. But shit, it ain't going to burn it any motherfucking deeper than it getting fucked, right? So the beauty of this situation is, most black men, their last thing before they come out of the closet, they either going to date a black woman or an Asian chick. White men, if they dating Asian, it depends on what type of Asian chick. The closer that he's getting to like Taiwan or Singapore, just already know, hey, you got a vajayjay, you ain't his con. On the low, he just know like with, you know, juicy chain, he can get away with that shit. She ain't gonna ask the motherfucking thing, just run that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? She gonna keep that household afloat, just make sure her money and shit is on time. Shit, that real ass shit, the realest shit you'll ever know. No disrespect, no harm, but shit, is the facts are the fucking facts. Any black man last way out before he go ahead and get turned all the way the fuck out to go gay, he gonna date a white woman or an Asian chick. Ain't shit wrong. They beautiful ass bitches. You ask me, shit, most of the time they very submissive. They not gonna argue with the man. Well, I mean, what man don't want to deal with a woman that ain't gonna give his ass some pushback and tell his ass what the fuck it is? I mean, just think about it. I mean, in this day of age, there's more men they want to be princesses. I want to be heard. I know, because your mama didn't hear you and your daddy used to beat your ass and tell your son, man the fuck up, right? I mean, the facts are the fucking facts. But somebody's going to realize that whatever type of situation that they had, their siblings, a baby mama, some relatives and shit like that, somebody did some real messy ass shit back in 1996. For somebody, this shit go all the way to the fucking 1990s. If you from Brooklyn, New York, take it how you will. If you from North Carolina, take it how you will. If you was ever stationed in Germany or Korea, take it how it is. If you ever was stationed in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, or in Texas, take it how it is. And if you in Los Angeles, California, take that shit how you please. That sounds personal to me. Sit on down with all of whatever it is that you need to. But for somebody, you ever realize that every relationship you get into, and it seems like the person always doing you wrong, or you the person always feeling like you got to pull the weight, and it's you're the one carrying the relationship, like, hey babe, let's go ahead and do this. You're initiating this shit. You're the one doing the housewarming and all the other shit. It's not for a coincidence. So I'm not talking to nobody. If you in your motherfucking 30s, I am not talking to you. I'm talking to the bitches that's literally, if you got to be at least 42 and above. I'm talking to y'all motherfuckers. Now, if you anything under the age of 42, and don't give or take, you might just be 29-ish up. I'm talking about your motherfucking parents. So where I was sitting there speaking on regalias and things like that, black folks used to have a real fucking bad thing, and depending on what state it was, and it used to be people created fucking unnecessary hate. Shit. How often were you gonna see a black person with an Italian? How often? What derogatory term do Italians use towards black people? You're a moyan, right? What type of terms are you going to hear where some people, even though it's a form of endearment, but you couldn't hear that in the Spanish community? La negra, prieta, chombo, chomba. To me, that's the real fucking disrespectful, but hey, it's a term of endearment, right? But who wants to be called that when every time that you in your own fucking culture, you're sitting there like, oh, you better not date anyone dark like you again because it's going to cause it to be darker, versus embracing the fact that, hey, we didn't get to choose who our ancestors are and they came to this island or whatever. And shit, more often than not, shit, they'll get another dark skin or a person that's probably pretty much like brown skin or maybe a little bit lighter or whatever. But the whiter it is, the easier the situation is. I'm still talking to somebody that something about Stockton. I don't know where that is. If there's a Stockton or somebody's last name, first, middle, or last name is Stockton, or Stockton in your city, because it's like somewhere in New York, Jersey. So I'm talking about somebody that could be from the Northeast, or somebody could be from the West Coast and California coast area. Okay, so with whatever this is, somebody, it will behoove you to go listen to that woman's channel or whatever. I've listened to her before or whatever. It's like I'm not able to relate to none of this shit because I don't have this type of drama. I don't have the type of problem. Once you let shit go, you let it be what it is. But I want to say her channel is Divine Butterfly, FLY91. For somebody, this situation goes all the way back to 1991. Somebody's situation, current situation, if you were married in particular relationships or whatever, that whatever is occurring right now, that shit, go listening to that will make complete sense. This is also somebody that keeps attempting to throw, like somebody basically threatens somebody like, if you show this to my kid or make them do this, I will never talk to you again. I'm gonna make sure my family don't deal with you again. And for somebody, I made it clear for a person I was dealing with, I'm meant to help you and your motherfucking family heal, bruh. Nothing more, nothing less. You ain't gotta like how my approach is. Shit, do we always like how God approaches when He's trying to correct us and discipline us? No, we don't. No, we don't. Because when you gonna get corrected and disciplined, the Most High is gonna sit you on your ass. You gonna get sit on that ass. Come as you are, right? Rather you sit here and do that, but hey, one thing for sure, two things for certain. That candle, if it's not meant for you to go ahead and say, God, cleanse me of all the energy that I have surrounding me, of all negativity that is not for my highest good, you doing it wrong. Justifiable cause of even attempting to end anyone's life, just overstand and understand one thing for sure, two things for certain, your life is on the line. I'm a high empress, I'm a high priestess, no, you're not. Am I divine? No, it ain't no divine. Ain't no divinity and sitting there causing somebody's life because they threaten mine. If you believe in the Most High and the Creator and in divinity gonna handle that. If you trust into your ancestors, every ancestor have a trickster side, an evil side, a dark side. Let them handle that. But these are people with no patience, quick to anger. What is in 1 Corinthians? If you're gonna read the Bible, make sure you handle that shit and abide by that shit. Corinthians is teaching you. Love is not what? Love don't count what? And love don't do what? Because apparently somebody disobeying that every single fucking day. Thou shalt not what? Thou shalt not what? What are the 10 commandments? Somebody is literally disobeying them every day. As long as I abide by the first 5, the other 5 don't even count to me, because I'm going to tell you how it means with no. Either you're going to abide by it or take your ass on somewhere else. Don't lust after the next man's husband or the wife. That's a big hard no. Are those concubines? Concubines is of free will, or they were born into the slavery. I don't feel nobody's born into slavery no more. Slavery been abolished since 1896, but however, they carried on the tactics and the practices went away from colorism to now we're dealing with it on what type of level? Now it's in businesses. It's in corporations. It's in programs, right? So whatever way somebody has something going on, go holler at that girl YouTube channel, Divine Butterfly 19, not 19, Divine Butterfly 91. Go listen to her messages, and for somebody, some shit gonna go ahead and sting. It's gonna sting for a little bit. However, it's gonna make complete sense, because I don't feel I need to be addressing that type of situation. So carry on.